1 hour later, Annika is right on time at the back gate of the garden. Ray is punctual too. He closes the gate behind him, looks around, then says, "Come." They walk around the block. He walks in the street. "For Europeans only." She stays on the sidewalk. He warns, "We can walk together, but don't pay attention to me. And please follow the signs." She nods reluctantly. They have to cross a busy road. There's an underpass for whites, none for non-Europeans. With apprehension, the girl watches the young man darting through traffic. They walk another stretch, then turn onto a residential street that exudes peace and affluence. But, "It's whites only! Enough!" Annika clenches her knuckles. Those signs are going to drive her into a nervous breakdown. Ray signals that he'll take the parallel street and meet her at the corner. They reunite at the intersection. There are few passers-by, but still. Better not linger here. Annika sighs in resignation, then pulls out the leaflet. Ray taps it with his finger. "Let's get to the point. It's dangerous to be identified with a resistance movement. It's dangerous to be identified with any movement. Stay away from such manifestos." Annika looks at him. The same unease she felt when she found the flyer returns, mixed with frustration at not being free to choose. "I thought it was a pacifist group." "There is no peace for anyone who goes against the separation," he says. "Do you know about the 90-day law?" She lowers her eyes. She doesn't. "I'll explain. Anyone suspected of subversive activity can be arrested on the spot. No evidence, no trial. Held in solitary for 90 days. That sentence can be extended. Again, with no legal representation, without even being released. Got it? 90 days or forever." Annika swallows, then protests in a whisper. "But I don't want to get into politics. I just want to show solidarity with..." Ray waves his hand. Okay. What he told her was right. The way he said it was wrong. The way you say things matters. He knows he comes off as a know-it-all, and that's not the impression he wants to give her. But it's hard not to resent a white person, even if that white person is a soft, blonde girl. But it's not her whiteness that bothers him. It's that he doesn't know what he wouldn't give, just to touch her. Ray closes his eyes to chase away certain thoughts. Sweet as honey, but stickier. Thoughts that keep coming back. He says, "You don't have to justify yourself. Karina said you lived in Europe. That explains everything. Up there, freedom is part of the individual. What you want to do is beautiful because you want to extend your freedom to others. But down here, every ethical imperative is subverted, and anyone who tries to set things right gets silenced." Annika exclaims, "What you're saying sounds hopeless." Ray replies, "Nothing lasts forever." It sounds like a threat. Annika has a vision of the Zulu King Shaka, people of the sky. "The Assagais are thirsty. Let them drink the blood of white men." She peers at Ray. He continues, "I didn't mean to scare you, but you did well to show me the flyer so I could warn you. Want to show solidarity with people like me? Stay the way you are. Liberation fronts aren't meant for blonde girls with pure hearts." Now he smiles at her. Annika thinks he's the most beautiful boy I've ever seen. Suddenly, a horn blares obnoxiously. Annika and Ray are off the sidewalk. On impulse, he places a hand on her arm. "Hey, you!" "What the hell are you doing?" A passerby steps forward, furious. "Miss," he shouts, "what does this black man want from you?" "Should I call the police?" In an instant, more people gather. All white with grim faces, clenched fists, tense jaws.
Yes, call the police."
"Let this scum understand once and for all they need to stay in their place." Annika is panicking. "Not the police!" "You shouldn't be afraid of the police." But Annika is starting to be. She pulls away from Ray's hand in disgust, as if it were slimy. Then she gives him a strong shove, pushing him away from her. "It's fine," she rushes to say, trying to sound as convincing as possible. "It's fine. This black man works for my father, who told him to accompany me." There, she said it. Apparently, she played her part well, because the crowd loses interest and disperses. But she wants to sink into the ground, filled with shame. All she can think is to run from what she said, from those narrow-minded people. Run away from there. She runs and, without thinking, pushes open a heavy bronze steel door, the first one she sees. She slips inside and climbs the stairs, peeling walls. Dark hallways, no sign of life, or barricaded behind locked doors. Her footsteps echo. She takes the stairs, 2 at a time, until she finds herself in front of a single metal door. The door is ajar and the girl steps through onto the rooftop terrace. No one. Only darkness and ghostly laundry hung out to dry. She approaches the railing. The golden city sparkles below her, and in that moment she hates it. She hates that coarse, cruel Johannesburg, folded in on itself like a perfect wit lager. The wagon fort the Boer settlers used to defend against the Zulu. I wish I could fly, again and again, over this city, leaving the mud on the asphalt. The jukebox song from Caesar's echoes in her mind. Just a random pop ballad, and yet never was a song more fitting. Annika truly wishes she could rise up, leaving the mud on the asphalt. And not alone. All day she's had a lump in her throat. It's time to let it out. Annika, hey, don't cry. Nothing happened. Annika freezes. Ray didn't leave. He followed her. She feels a terrible shame for what happened and for the excuse she had to invent. But she's glad he didn't leave her alone. She composes herself and turns around. He holds out his hand, and Annika takes it. Beautiful hand. Any woman would go crazy for it. Annika doesn't remember how they ended up in each other's arms. She only knows that suddenly his body was against hers, his lips on hers once and again. She remembers thinking, now I'm barefoot, like Sandra D, and I'd rather be rich. Sandra D again! Time to identify with someone less conventional. What just happened?
I think we kissed.
I thought so too. Annika and Ray, two kids in a corner of the city ready to be punched by the world. But reality comes knocking to bring them back to Earth. Annika looks at the sky. It's almost dark. I didn't realize it was so late. Ray lets out a deep sigh. The curfew. Let's go. I'll walk you. Annika follows him down the stairs and into the street. For a moment, she hopes they'll walk back hand in hand. But they can't. The happy state of affairs wants her on the sidewalk. And him off it. No touching, no eye contact. Pretend not to know each other. At the taxi business parking lot, they pretend to negotiate the price of a ride. Then Annika gets in like any other customer. No words. Annika expected something else, but resigns herself to sit stiffly, staring straight ahead. Ray senses that she's wondering what he's thinking. Once parked in front of Greta and Adrian's house, Ray lifts a hand. He wants to touch her cheek, but stops. The clocks, mute sentinels beneath the street lamps, seem to threaten. Time's up, kids. It's curfew. I can't stay. Annika sighs. Would he stay if he could? Ray seems to read her mind. I'd stay the whole night if I could. Tonight I could lose myself in Johannesburg. All the way back he kept thinking, what am I doing? What are we doing? But now, there's no point fearing the waves. They're already in deep water. He adds, can I see you again? Yes, she answers firmly. Ray asks, how? Good question. He can't call her, visit her shop, or stop by her house. Annika has an idea. I have a locker at the mall. It has my name on it. There's a slot for envelopes. Leave me a message there. She smiles, then steps out and opens the gate of the house. Careful not to turn on the lights. Ray watches her disappear into the darkness of the path, guarded by lawn gnomes.
His father teaches dusty halls, a king with no one left to call. He thinks of shackles, swords, and pride before the fear, before the slide. His blood remembers, his heart denies, but love can open rebel eyes. People of the sky, do you remember who you are? Before the silence, before the scars, Ray drives too fast through poisoned air, with Annika's name like a whispered prayer. He'd end the race, he'd break the mold for paper petals, fierce and bold. His mother's made of dust and lies, but still beneath indifferent skies, there's a ray in dreams and driving rain. And Annika, like a poppy in the flame, he flung the door wide open, let her in. Before the silence, before the stars, Ray drives too fast through poison air, with Annika's name like a whispered prayer. He'd end the race, he'd break the mold for paper petals. fierce and bold. His mother scrubs the cotton white. At dawn she disappears from sight. His father teaches dusty halls, a king with no one left to call. He thinks of Shaka swords and pride, before the fear, before the slide. His blood remembers, his heart denies, but love can open rebel eyes. This world was made of dust and lies, but still beneath the different skies there's rain and trees and driving rain, and Annika, like a poppy in the flame. He flung the door wide open and let her in.